Have you ever pondered the profound impact that a single life can have on the course of history? Imagine, if you will, a child born into peril, destined to lead a nation through its darkest and brightest days. This is the story of Moses, a figure whose life journey encapsulates themes of leadership, faith, and transformation. In the heart of ancient Egypt, during a time of oppressive enslavement of the Israelites, a Hebrew baby was born. His birth came during a dire decree by the Pharaoh, commanding that all newborn Hebrew boys be cast into the Nile River. In a desperate bid to save her son, Moses' mother placed him in a basket and set him afloat on the river. The Pharaoh's daughter discovered the basket while bathing. Moved by compassion, she adopted the child and named him Moses, meaning drawn out of the water. As Moses grew, he lived a life split between two worlds, the royal Egyptian household and his innate connection to the Hebrew people. This internal conflict reached a climax when he witnessed an Egyptian taskmaster beating a Hebrew slave. In a fit of rage, Moses killed the taskmaster. Fearing for his life, he fled into the desert, seeking refuge in the land of Midian. In Midian, Moses' life took a transformative turn. He encountered God in the form of a burning bush that miraculously was not consumed by the fire. Here, God tasked him with an extraordinary mission: to return to Egypt and lead the Hebrews out of slavery. Despite his initial reluctance and self-doubt, Moses accepted this divine mission, armed with faith and a staff that could perform wonders. Returning to Egypt, Moses stood before the Pharaoh, accompanied by his brother Aaron. Together, they conveyed God's command, "Let my people go." When Pharaoh refused, Egypt was struck by 10 devastating plagues, each a testament to the power of Moses' God. From rivers turning to blood, to swarms of locusts, to darkness that could be felt, each plague escalated in intensity, culminating in the death of the firstborns of Egypt. It was only then that Pharaoh relented. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt, but their journey was far from over. They faced the immense barrier of the Red Sea. With the Egyptian army in hot pursuit, Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and by divine intervention the waters parted, allowing the Israelites to pass through on dry ground. When the Egyptians followed, the waters returned, swallowing them up and delivering the Israelites from their pursuit. The journey through the desert toward the Promised Land was arduous. At Mount Sinai, Moses received the 10 Commandments, laws that would define the moral and spiritual fabric of the Israelite community. Despite facing rebellion and doubt from his people, Moses remained a steadfast leader, guiding them through 40 years in the wilderness. The life of Moses teaches us about the power of steadfast faith and the importance of leadership in navigating challenges. His story is a testament to the idea that leadership requires not only strength, but also humility, patience, and above all, faith. Moses' journey from a basket on the Nile to the gates of the Promised Land reveals that with faith, even the most insurmountable challenges can be overcome, and that true leadership comes in service to others. In reflecting on Moses' life, one sees a narrative that is not just historical, but also deeply instructive. It encourages each of us to consider how faith and leadership play roles in our own lives, and how, like Moses, we might navigate our journeys with courage and conviction.